Right. I think I'm up now. Hello. It's me. I'm back for the stream. What is it, Tuesday today? I believe it's Tuesday. And we're back on the guitar. This time. I've done a couple additions in between like streams. Like I've actually added rails on the screws. I think that's what you call them. I don't know. I've added those things, which if you want to know how I did it, basically the same way I did these. So, yeah, pretty easy to do. I've also added some strings so that I wouldn't be spending a lot of today's stream doing these. So I'm only going to be doing one. Like, hello, Professor Ham. Nice to see you here. So I only have to do one string now. Anything else I've done? I think that. Oh yeah, I've also adjusted these a little bit so that they're a bit smoother, and they've actually got something that looks like the strings are being held. Oh, thank you very much. Today I hope to get the modeling done so I can finally get to making it actually have some color. Thank you very much, Ham. So let's get started with the string. It's quite simple really. I have like a very elongated cylinder here, and if I go into the, where is it? Where can I? Let's click on this one. So basically, it follows along a bigger curve so that I can move the string however I want, though I don't want to move it like that. And I just save here. I've also been working on a way in which I could rig the string so I can actually make them move. So as you can see, I've got this bone structure here. And like this one here would be like where the finger is placed. I can move that up and down. So if I move it there, and I can move it like this, and then move that there, and do it like this instead. It's not perfect. There's also a sort of thing that whenever you like pull your finger on a string, it's more of a point than a bend. So I shrink it there, and I can get more of a point than a bend. So I think this rig test needs a little bit more work, but it's in the right directions. Let's go back to the actual bass. Okay, so I think all I've really got left is just the final string. Just one more string. Let's start it off. Let's add a path. Move it that way by, say, 2. Alright, good. Oh, also I want to change the sort of form of the curve to, where is it? Poly. Because I don't want it to bend at all. Well, I get a few users sometimes. I've had a couple in the last couple streams. I mean, I'm actually quite surprised, to be honest. I'm quite surprised of how many subs I've got. I've done very little over the last 5 years, and somehow I've managed to climb to however many subscribers I have. Somehow. No idea how. I think people are being too friendly. I'm too humble for this world. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anyway, move these strings here. What else is next? Move that there. Extrusion there. Okay, and now I can change this into, rather than a poly, to a bizarre. So now I've got these control points to make it bend. Oh, also, I need to actually make the geometry. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Anyway, so actually making the string isn't just as simple as getting a cylinder. If I go into text or material mode or whatever, actually going to pull this out, then open up, not that, I'm going to open up UV editor. As you can see, I have given it a very special texture. Reason being is I want to be able to generate Do you still play Team Fortress? I haven't played Team Fortress 2 in a while, actually. I kind of oh, when was that? I'd say it was about when was it? There was I remember doing the Marasmus Halloween, and then there was the following one, which I think was a bit of like a pick and mix sort of Halloween, and the next one I think was a control point, which with I do remember that one a little bit. Exactly what it was, I can't remember, but I was there for like maybe, say 2018 is the last time I remember playing it. I did play a couple times last year with that jungle update, I think it was. Do you do other Blender tutorials? I did a rigging. I did a whole where I rigged an entire model. To call this a tutorial though, I guess you can use it as a tutorial, but honestly, I'm just making stuff, and you can, if you want, you can copy what I do. Oh wait, didn't want to do that. Jungle Inferno, that's it. I can't remember much of what Jungle Inferno was, actually. I don't think Jungle Inferno clicked with me. But basically, I think I kind of got turned off a bit when they actually added the when they added their loot crate system with the skins and stuff. I actually got turned off of the game. Aimbotters. I've only ever been accused of aimbotting about 3 times in my entire life of playing games. Which, you know what? That's a proud medal to wear. If you get accused of being aimbotter, it means you've done very well. Hello, player. Nice to see you back. Where was I? I know where I was. F9. If that's a 1. Scroll that down a bit. We're on 90 degrees. I'm going to object apply rotation and scale. And how many vertices do I want? First, actually no, first I'm going to delete this face and this face. Delete faces. And then, what was next? Next was subdivide. 7. So I want 7 subdivisions in here because I want to get perfect. What are you modeling? Like what part of the bass guitar? A string, like these parts. I'm on a pretty bad shader model. You've started posting videos on Blender. Great. I might check them out. What kind of things are you modeling then? What next? What next? Aha! That's what I want next. First, I actually want to delete those edges, dissolve edge loops, because first I want to set this correct. Press G. Oh, I still haven't installed that add-on. Oh, wait, actually wait, I did install that add-on that allows me to show what keys I'm pressing, but it doesn't work with this version right now. Anyway, press Y. Let's zoom in a bit. G, Y. Okay, with them selected, I want UV snap. Select adjust, no. Cursor, no. Cursor to, no. Select it to pixels. There we go. Alright, now that's a perfect square, and gonna cut them up. And hopefully it should be perfect. Cancel. Actually, you know, save, but I have a feeling I pressed exit. I do have some camera tutorials and other cool stuff related to Blender. So basically, bare essentials right now. I'm actually going into complicated stuff myself. Like if you watch me modeling my character, hang on a minute, something isn't right there. Why aren't these being selected? Something is not right there. What's going on? Blender, what are you doing to me? Why is it doing that? That's weird. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Silly me. I lose my footing sometimes. The one problem I often find with like online tutorials, I mean, it's fine that they tell you the basics, because very often people just want to remember how to do one simple thing, but I really do think more complex tutorials are warranted or merit. You might know what I mean, alright? What did I want to do? I wanted to go into this open up another tab. I'll set this one to shader editor. I'm gonna give this one a skin. Let's go new. Do I have any existing materials? I do not. I'm gonna add texture where is it? Wave texture. I'm also gonna add an input texture coordinates. Use UV, plug that into vector, plug this into color. Alright, I got that. Next thing I want, add mapping. That's in convert. No, vector mapping. Now let's rotate. I'm gonna first add an array. Put that there. Okay. Please come make some SFM shorts or come to TF2 gameplay. I miss you, TF2. Well, I've only really done one. It's been a while since I've touched a Source Filmmaker. Like, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time since I touched it. Now, where's the seam on this? Where seam? Show yourself. There you are, seam. I want it to be quite narrow, so... Ooh, not that narrow. That's... Actually, wait. Yeah, that narrow. Does that match up pretty well? Pretty good. I think I actually want it to match up there on the top. Alright, now I'm going to select this. Scale. The scale on the X. Match it up. Ooh. Scale X. Match it up there. Make it as seamless as possible. Oh, S, X, right. There. There we go. Now that seamlessly rotates around and it looks like a coil. That's what I want. Now I don't need that for now. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Also don't need the texture, so get rid of that. Back to this shader. I think I've only really done like, what, 3 videos on Team Fortress 2? One was an unfinished project, another was my Saxy, and another was just me saying like, hey, that was a fun experience. Object shade smooth. Alright, now I'm probably going to want to shrink or move this. For some reason I have to do this. Move it to 0. And then I want to add an array. I'll leave it at that for now. And then I've got to add what have I got to add? I've got to add curve. Name this one... I think I want to name this one String 04. Nerves path. String 04. Yes, that's what I want to call it. I actually wonder how many views on it. Like, I can't remember how many views was it on now. I can't remember. Was it 2 million? I wonder how many are rewatches then. What is going on there? Oh, I know what's going on there. Silly me. Okay, then. String 04. Hang on. What are you doing? Why aren't you... Oh, I know what's happening. Object. Let's apply location. There we go. Yeah. Merge them. Shrink this down, because it's a bit big right now. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Let's set this to... Alright, let's set this to cursor, so I can shrink it down like that. Yeah, that's better. And then... Why is that not aligned? Weird. Let's rotate that a tiny bit. Okay. Oh, and I've got to do some silly stuff with the with this. There we go. Move that. Increase the resolution. Let's just actually go all the way. 64. 3 million and a 3.5 million. Ooh. But these models are used in a project of yours, or you sell? I just make them. I mean, I want to do this for an experiment. Recently, well, relatively last year, there was an update to Blender where you can now do 2D animation in Blender. Brilliant, right? I mean, especially with Spark of Life and all that. I'm just like, wow, I need to try and test this out. So I'm making this so I can test out, like, have a 2D character playing a bass guitar. Be fun, right? Let's get a good size. I want it to be. Actually, first let's increase the array. Whoop. That a bit too thin. Actually, that's probably all right. All right. Now let's grow, count, grow that out. Let's say that'll do there for now. Now let's select the. Wait, what strings? What strings I got? I got E string, A string, D string, and finally G string. Haha, very funny. You were thinking it. I know you were. String pluck G. Future lives. No, not. I haven't even done any designs for the 2D character yet. I'm just at the moment I'm just doing this modeling. Where was that? Right, let's get this selected. Get this placed right. Let's also set this back to medium point. Okay, is everything positioned correctly? That needs to be lower. And this needs to be further in. There we go. Okay, cool. I mean, I can do that. I could do that, though it's a slow process. I mean, depends what anim you want me to do. 3D animation? 2D? I've got Open Toons, which is pretty good. Like, if you want to try out 2D animation, I can definitely recommend starting with Open Toons. That's, for what it is, damn good software. Alright, let's move that. So now, and move these. Okay, good. Extrude that. Oh. That's not pretty. It's very helpful. Well, I'm glad it's helping people. It's always nice to see. Always nice when people. I mean, I'd like to think that these are helping people learn, but the only shame right now is I don't have that damn keyboard, like that thing that shows which keys I'm pressing, which is probably a lot more helpful than just as it is right now. Okay. I mean, I have the stream marked as educational because, for starters, I don't know what else to label it as, but also I just hope, you know, for any aspiring CG or animation artists out there, they can use this as, well, some help. Okay. This one's looking a bit weird. I feel like this one's treating me weirdly. For starters, look at these sharp bends. Oh my jeez. Have I increased the resolution? Resolution's on max. Maybe it's Maybe it's this. No, it doesn't look like it would be this. Huh. Those shortcuts are messy. Believe me, you need to try and learn those shortcuts, okay? They streamline your work so fast. Like, if you can get a hang of those shortcuts, you will suddenly find your work just suddenly increase in speed. And to be honest, I'm pretty slow in general, so the fact that I can achieve the speed I can at all is a bit surprising. Why are they so blocky? Like, these ones aren't so blocky. Why is this one so blocky? Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I can recommend try and learn those shortcuts, because they are very, very effective. I couldn't recommend doing it more. Ah, you've changed them to something more appropriate for you. That's great. What I'd love to do is get myself a couple like spare keyboards and pre-program in some shortcuts into the keys, which is a pretty epic thing you can actually do. You need special software for it though, but when you actually do it, that like really streamlines your work very well. I think I know what's going on. Is they're too wide, but I need smaller. I need smaller. I forget what you call these curve guides, whatever. You know what I mean. Now, shall this be slotted through the hole? I think one more rev will do it. Let's just move this a little bit. Move this one. Ooh, actually, that angle. That angle, dude. Move this one in. Who's your fave class in TF2? My fave class? Which is the one I played the most? I think I played Scout the most. I love, like... I'm quite an aggressive player. In terms of, like... I'm always trying to be as in your face as possible. So Scout is pretty suitable to my playstyle. But then Scout is kind of just like a run-in, run-out sort of thing. But I'm all... I know, high risk, high reward. That's my, that's how I like to play. All I can really say is, you hear those gamers? You hear shouting down their microphones? Yeah, that's me. Ooh, that angle. Don't like it. Ew, disgusting. Go away. Right, now I'll slot it through the hole. And... just a little bit more touches here and there. I think what I should do is this. Because that's... ooh. Yeah, that doesn't look right to me there. That's looking... actually, that looks much better, that. Yeah. Okay. Good. You often get kicked for being good at the game. Ain't that just the way? I'm not that good. I've only been accused of hacking a couple times. Very recently in a game of in a game on Halo MCC. It was a game of SWAT. I was the only player in my entire team, like, so it was 1v4, but I used that to my advantage to be stealthy. And as a result, I managed to win the game. And I got accused of hacking. So, I guess that's sign for I did very well. Okay, and... oop. And there we go. The last string seems a bit thin, I think. Is that too thin? Maybe? Actually, I think that's alright. TF2 2020 logic. I don't really know how much has changed since I last checked. But like, I think my last time on it was the Inferno Jungle thing. Was it like a was that like a game where you fight like Sasquatches or something? I don't know, the game just became like, and then they added the level up system, which I never find them fun. Like, especially when they like block you from being able to do certain things just because you're not the right level. I want everything available to me. It's not fun. Anyway, I've got to put a cap on the end of all of these, and I've got a cap ready. I call it string face, and then you put like a little thing on the end. Array, end cap, string face. There we go. This string still looks a bit weird to me. Alright, a little more adjustments on this. Move that down. Alright, I think I know what I gotta do. I've got to move this up. Move that there. Gotta move these up. Clean it out a bit. And that'll, yeah, that looks much better. Except for that. Select the curve. Need to fix this. There we go. Yeah, that's mildly better. Let's also make that not so sharp. There we go. I never really felt like anti-hacks really do much, because there's always a way to just get around it, but I guess it's better than nothing. But then you got like those custom servers. One of the best parts of Team Fortress is very often the custom servers, like the Saxton Hale servers. Anyone ever played those ones? Those were fun. I think that is all the modeling sorted. Yeah. Now let's just make sure all the strings are in an appropriate position before I do the irreversible save. Hello! Hello, oh, it's Joseph. Hello, and Jake. I've got a couple new people all in at the same time. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time. What next? I think what I want to do is correct this a little bit again, because that edge is too sharp. Move that back a bit. There. That's all the strings in place. Let's just make sure everything is according to cake. Save often, save always. That's already applied, so don't need to worry about that one. Hang on, was that? No. Okay, now, this is a risk what I'm about to do. I'm getting popular. Oh no. So, oh no, I've got a... That's awful news. Guitar cake. Always has been cake, man. I'm hesitant to do this. Because if suddenly I do this and like, oh wait, something isn't right, that's it. There's no going back. I think we're good. Okay, bite the bullet time. Save often, save always. Here we go. Right. Apply. Where is it? Apply. And apply. There we go. It's fixed. I can delete this now. And that's that. Apply and apply. Finally, apply and apply. Strings are in place. You're a delicious cake. Do I have any pets? I do. 2 dogs. Let's go face. Make that flat face. Also make this edge mark sharp. I'm also going to want to have to do this. How about I just do it like this? Shades move. There we go. And there we have it. I think that is all of the modeling, unless there's any touch-ups I want to do. Any minor touch-ups. I think there is one little touch-up. The strings look like strings. Well, they're meant to. I'm more worried about their thickness, because I'm not looking at this one and thinking, is that too thin? But I think it's right. And is that too thick? I mean, it is definitely thinner than this one, but mind you, there isn't really huge difference between the thickness of strings on a bass. I think that'll do. I wish I had a bass on me. Then I can use that as like right in front of me reference, but I don't have a bass on me. I've got regular guitars, but no bass. Well, I think that is all of the modeling. Got the cover, got the body, got whatever you call this, got whatever you call these. Let's make certain things no, that's already one big group. Knobs, plectrum guard, body. Right. That's the modeling. Time for a little bit of materialing. That's not a real word. I just invented that on the spot. So I'm going to go into the shading viewport. And I'm going to turn this into shader. Now what I really want... Do you know Oliver Tree? I don't think I do. I know of olive trees, but I don't think I know of Oliver Tree. Texturing maybe? Well, I haven't really got any UV maps, but for the most part, I might not really need them. I might do a little bit, because I want to do a little thing for the body. I want to create a sort of wood grain texture. A white on, like, black wood grain texture, like. I don't know about you guys, but I love guitars with white on black looks to them. That's just, beautiful. Beautiful look. And a wood grain, like a white wood grain with a black fade, and black grain as well. That would be beautiful. So let's try that out. I think I'm going to have to do a mixture of both generated textures and UV textures, which, considering how the body looks, is not going to be an easy task, but a doable one. So let's actually create a UV. Set this to UV editor. Make sure all the right edges are selected, not these ones. Maybe that one. Don't want to select edge loop. So let's deselect all of these. No. No. Okay. I'm going to edge mark seam. He makes songs. I see. Does he like live stream them? Because that would be neat. I've never seen like someone who writes music live stream them writing it. Oh boy, I'm getting a lot of people in chat today. Hello, Vegelis. What's up? Nice to see you on stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. Give me a lot of attention. I'm not used to this. I'm collapsing under pressure. Now let's select all of these. Is there like a select island? Select similar sharp edges. Select random box. Select circle. Select linked. Linked flat faces. Select loops. Select more or less similar. Polygon sides. Perimeter. Plain flat smooth style faith. No idea. Don't do it. Don't collapse. No, of course I'm not going to collapse. That's a... Oh, wait. Oh. I was thinking the wrong kind of collapse for a moment there. Like, edge collapse. I'm not used to this kind of attention. Help me! Alright, now let's select all these faces. You know what? I can just do this. Control L. Oh! It selected everything in the island. Brilliant! Brilliant. That's what I wanted. You... unwrap. And now I've got the body in there. Great. It's what I wanted. And then save. Okay. Got that selected. That's a UV now that I'm going to use for... let's also select all on this side. I'm going to unwrap this. Select that, scale it down. I want to move this out of the way. In fact, maybe even make it non-existent in the UVs. I can't get rid of it. This looks cool. Thank you very much. How many hours has it been now? I guess I've had 3 streams so far, 2 hours each. That's been about 6 hours. This would be within my... Oh god, those thunderflies are back. Get lost, I hate you. I hate thunderflies. Thunderflies are terrible creatures. Don't forget to save, of course. Save often, save always. Well, I might as well put that on a shirt. Save often, save always. It's a good life lesson for, well, for computers anyway. Okay, now that I've got that UV'd, what I'm going to do is first get rid of that. I am going to append, because what I have in my presets folder right I don't think you can see the folders actually. We'll find out when the stream goes in. You can't see them. In my presets I have a folder called wood, which has a bunch of wood textures in it. No trees. I've got wood rings, wood object, or rustic wood. I think I'll go for a nice rustic look to wood. Paint the map. You like any songs? Sure, I like some songs. Why do you think why do you think I'm modeling a guitar? I'm not actually much for the mainstream songs though. I often find myself listening to indie a lot more. Although even still, not very often. Like artists that I'm familiar with, you might not know the name of. Though you might know one, Ken Ashcorp. He's got some pretty neat songs. Another one called Sphinx. Oh, I think it's called Sphinx, something like that. You probably don't know that one, but I really like his songs. I've written a couple myself as well. I'm not going to play them. I could pull my guitar out and play a bit of it, but I'm not going to do that. Although one of my songs you can listen to on, or one of them that I've written myself, you can listen to on my channel, if you want. You're cool. What did I want? I want it first. I should actually create a material. Let's call this one Body Boy. Nah, just Body. Body. We'll add one of those textures group. Let's go for the rustic wood. Plug that in. Base color. Let's have a look at how it looks here. It takes a while to load this one because it's quite a complicated texture. Made 3 on the piano. Nice. Pianos are fun. Oh, and I also want to add an input texture coordinates. I never actually got good at piano. Or actually never got good at piano myself. I've tried, but Yeah, piano just isn't for me. I can do like very basic piano work. Ooh, ain't that lovely? Just wood finish, just epic. Anyway, I want a nice white wood. Let's make it nice and pale. About that'll do. Let's copy the hex. Put it in that one. Make it a bit darker. I mean, you cannot tell me that don't look neat. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and actually gonna change the what do you call it? Is this the right one? Nope. Alright, where's the noise texture? There's a noise texture there. Is there another noise textures? Musgrave texture? What happens if I do this? Alright, that gets deeper. I want that to be a little paler, so let's do that. Make that a bit paler. Bit more paler. Not completely pale, though. Oh dear, that's a personal question, isn't it? I'm 24. That's a bit ugly there. Alright. Let's add a... Oh wait, that doesn't matter because that part's not... I'm not going to have that part visible. But I still want to add a mapping because I think the scale is too narrow. I want it to be a bit bigger. You know what? I need to confess. It's difficult to have 5 conversations at the same time. Maybe a bit smaller. That's too big. Yeah, that'll do. Also, angle it a bit. Maybe not that much. Angle it this way? Nah. This way? Yeah. Have it a bit off angle. It's not bad. I'm also going to try, let's just give it a try. There's another group. Let's try the wood rings. Let's copy this. Paste that there. And copy this one. Paste that one there. Just to see, let's just see what this one would look like. Oh wait, that's the... Oops. 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 Oops! I didn't mean to plug it there. Take that out, plug it there. The wood ring, I think, actually takes generally a while to load. Faster than, or much longer than the rustic wood. These are not like natural, these are generated textures, or procedurally generated textures. And might be better, actually. It's, scale it to 1. I feel like I've got to do a little bit of angle change though, because yuck. Okay, it's not looking bad there. Actually, I think I do prefer this wood to the other. Yeah, let's use this one. Shrink it down a little bit. Let's grow it a bit now. Yeah, that's good. Alright, I'm going to use this texture instead. Well, I hope you're doing well in your game. Just don't get banned again for being good. Alright. That looks fine. Save. And now... I'll be honest, I don't know if I can do what I want to do, but I gotta give it a try. So I'm going to add the image editor, feed in, not one of those. Then I'm gonna go to this face map vertex group UV map. There's already a UV map in there. Face map, texture space, texture mesh. Nope. Remesh? No. Huh? I didn't know. I didn't know Blender added a remesh. That's cool. Remesh is great. Oh yeah, they. Oh yeah, I looked at it last year. Oh, the gradient. Yeah, that's what I want. A gradient. A fade to black towards the ends. That's like, be beautiful, wouldn't it? Be gorgeous. And maybe like the metal bits are made of bronze. Just how do I don't know if I can do this in Blender, so this is an experiment. Maybe I can do it with vertex colors. I've got this UV map selected. Let's do it. Let's create a new. Call it. Let's call it gradient. Just gonna be a black and white map. Okay. And then let's delete that. Let's edit this a little, change this a little bit. Add texture. No, first add color. Mix RGB. Put this one here. And make this black. I'm gonna do full frac right now. When I plug this in, it should just turn completely black. If I'm correct. I'm gonna use Photoshop or some important. I could do that, but I want to see if I think I can do this in engine. Admittedly, like Blender's texture engine isn't really the best. Like, I would much rather use 3D Coat. 3D Coat's great. And Photoshop, sure, I can use Photoshop. I don't want this to be a perfect matte black. Anyway, now that that's done, I'm now gonna add a texture image, not cancel. Add texture, image texture, not open. Now I'm pretty sure I can load textures gradients. I'll load that, plug that in, or plug that into the FAC. It's gonna load. Or maybe I should just plug this straight into the guitar first. Yeah, just plug it straight into base color. Okay. Okay. Now, what happens if I do this? No idea. Let's go to texture paint. Aha, yes, it's working. So if I paint here on this, can I paint only within the UVs? Actually, can I do this within the UV editor? I'm in the UV editor. I guess I can't. Alright, I've got to do it in the image editor. Moment of truth. View image. What I need is to be able to mask. I need to be able to mask all of that out. Because I only want to model, let's have a look at options. Right, there's smear, soften, clone, fill, mask. What if I use fill? Ugh. That's not exactly what I wanted. Annotate? Is this only like... Oops. Undo. Somehow, I get the suspicion I accidentally applied the subdivide on the guitar body. Oh, What I could try and do is just try is paint paint on these edges like so. Also, what is the size of this? I don't think it matters that this texture isn't high poly, because this is just a mask. This is just a mask texture. It's not a actual, it's just for masks, so the poly count doesn't matter too much. Oh, sorry, the resolution doesn't matter too much. We go there, like that. Okay. Oh, there goes the dogs. And that's male. Right, now fill that in. Okay, now soften. Let's soften all of that. Oh, no. That slows it down. Huh. Huh. I need to work on this. What is smeared? Ooh, actually, does smear kind of... Not exactly. Makes a good blur, but you can tell it's basically a smear tool. Yeah, it's not exactly what I want. Let's have a look at the tool details. Strength, radius, soften, sharpen, threshold, no texture. Texture mask, nope. Advanced anti-aliasing, sharp threshold. What if I increase that? Oh boy. I feel like I'm pushing Blender to its limits here. That's that's frozen it. It's loading. It's not responding. Whoops. The strength is at 1. No, I did save, did I? I might be about to get into a lesson of why you should save often, save always. Why is it always when I don't save that it starts to crash on me? No, wait. Oh! Oh, but that is giving me in the right direction. That's quite a strong blur. Okay, let's put that on 10. This is probably going to be slow. Actually, let's set it on 4. I think 4 is probably a decent place. Okay, that is having an effect. Good. There's a bit... I'm impatient to this. Lower the strength. Okay, that's a good idea, that. It still slows down quite a bit, though. Thank you very much, Ham. And if you're leaving, thanks for your time. Sorry, I missed... Oh, wait, you did say leave. Oh, I missed you. Sorry about that, mate. Thanks for your time, though. Ah, you're messing with me, guys. Is there a faster way to do this? That's the question. What if I start again, but this time, like, basically just do a brush on the edge with a very soft fall off? Let's at least have a look at how it looks right now. So that looks kind of ugly, but let's plug it in. That's the wrong way around. I'm going to have to add an invert. Also, plug that in. Come on, Blender. You can do it. Load for me. You're capable, Blender. Good boy, Blender. Add converter. Invert. Where's invert? Was it color invert? Yeah, it's in color. Invert that. I think my computer's too slow for this. It would have been much faster if I did do it in Photoshop. But oh no. Oh no. It's not really how I want it. Okay. Let's at least keep trying. Thank you for joining me, Vagalus, and I hope you had a good time. It's a bit closer to what I wanted, but damn is this slow. Might have to like what I was hoping to do was to like select is just only like fill in the top half and I think you can see what I'm trying to do at least. But then you get little jagged bits like this. I need it to be a lot smoother. Oh, I'm gonna start again for now. First get that open and then I want to, and then I will select, make this black, fill that in. Also again, so that it doesn't, actually, you know what would be better, shader, diffuse. It won't slow it down so much if I do it through diffuse. God, even diffuse is taking a while to load. I need a surface shader. That's what I want. That's what I need. No, it'll probably be faster. Shader emitter. Where is it? Emission. Emission. Oh wait, I'm still doing it through the mix node. Whoops. There we go. That should speed things up a little bit. A tiny bit. Now, let's try and give this. Where is fall off? There's fall off. Let's give this a much harsher fall off. Okay, better. Let's go to black. Let's at least do a little bit of a whiter one there. Oh, what the hell just happened? Don't want that, absolutely not. Every time I undo, it keeps selecting the fill. This might be okay, this one. Although, that seems a bit... Let's go with it for now, alright? Let's plug that in, or plug this in here. Come on, Blender, load for me. I think that was a better result, actually. Though I would like a bit more visibility on this side. Let's edit it a little bit more. Why isn't the black wood? Or I can... it isn't wood. I want this part to be wood and the black just to be black. I guess I could make it wood. Ah, did it again. Also, I stuttered with my words there. Alright, that's too sharp. No, actually, I'll fill that in. Get a black. Oh, too deep. Ah, stop that! Every time I click undo. Who the hell decided to make the shortcut to selecting fill as the same as the undo button? Miles Birch, hello! Welcome back. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay, that's looking a bit better, but now you've got that, which is a bit ugly, so let's fix that. I think what I need is actually a bit of white. Oop. Still making that mistake. Alright, we're getting there. Getting to a pretty good point now. Make sure I'm not paying over the seam. I am doing that. Oh yeah, I did that intentionally there. Hehe. I don't want to cross the seam, but I want to get close to it. Okay, now down to black. Just make a few corrections here and there. Again, whose idea was it to make the shortcut to the fill button the same as the undo? You, sir, are impractical. Almost done. There's the thing about a lot of this software, they're very often programmed by monkeys. And in the sense that, and I don't mean that in the sense of their incompetence, they're pretty good at programming, it's just they're very bad at labeling their things in. You get what I mean. Say for example ZBrush, great software, amazing, but whoever decided to name all of its features, what the hell? Why don't you just call it something people easily recognize? Dynamesh, great feature, but you know. That's too much there. This might be as good as I can get it, really. Don't look too bad. Just need to get the very corner of this one. How many parts are you gonna post? I have no idea. As long as it takes me. Could be 10 parts, could be 20 parts. We'll find out. Alright, we got the shape down. Okay. Now, something important you gotta do in Blender. You've got to save it. Image. Where's save? There it is. Save as. Keep that in this folder. The bass guitar folder. Body. Map. Yeah, map. Body. Because that's not the texture, that's the map. Also, I think I am going to add the normal into this. A music studio for the what? The FPS games. Now, that's quite a deep bump when you look at it. Oh, I don't think I want it to be that deep. Let's reduce the strength a bit. How about there? Yeah, that'll do. And now, in the principal editor, also don't need this or this anymore. I want a multiplayer game. I still don't think I fully understand. And then, this, I want to have a coat on the outside, so give it a clear coat of 1. Because these... Oh! It's slowing down again. Clear coat. Outer clear coat. Ah. Ain't that lovely? That beautiful. So now it looks like it's got a nice resin on the outside. Look at that shine. Ah. Should I give it a little bit of roughness? How about 0.1? Let's see how that looks. 0.1 I think seems decent. Hot. That is a hot base. Okay, now that that's sorted out. Don't need that anymore. Wait, I did save the image, didn't I? Image. Let's just see, save as. Yes, I did. No, thank goodness I just saved. This is why you save often, save always. So that if you make a mistake like that, image, since I saved and this is still loaded, that means I definitely saved this image. Okay, that's good. So don't need that anymore. Ah. This is why I love white guitars. They're gorgeous. White guitars with a black grain, or white wood guitars with a black grain and bronze metallics. They're just beautiful things. And time for the hard part, the neck, because I'm not really going to use a single material for the neck, because the neck is made out of many different factors. So first off, I'm going to select all those factors. I see what I gotta do here. Make the crease to 1 for that, because I don't want that to warp in any way. And maybe crease 1 here as well. Okay, good. Next, made of wood, of course. Wood guitars, wood everything. Wood all the things. But it's going to be made of 2 different kinds of wood. Aha! Didn't see that coming, did ya? So first, we need a nice dark wood for the top. Let's deselect this edge loop. I like brown guitars. Brown? I mean, I've got a brown guitar. It's a Les Paul, and I gotta say, Les Paul's my favorite shape of a guitar. In fact, the guitar in the thumbnail is my Les Paul. Gorgeous guitars are Les Pauls. But it's not actually a guitar produced by Gibson or Epson. It's a knockoff Les Paul for the from the I want to say 72. I think it was 72. Basically, there was a brand in the UK called Grant, and they were producing knockoff Les Pauls in Japan and selling them in the UK. And eventually this caught the attention of Gibson, who of course owned the patent towards the Les Pauls, and Gibson sued Grant. However, Grant decided to settle with Gibson, so Grant still produced Les Pauls, it's just now they have a contract with Gibson. But the guitar I own is basically one of those from before the lawsuit. So I've got a vintage knockoff Grant. Ain't that neat? So I've selected all that, and what I want to go is go into materials, new. You know what, I just realized, why did I do that? I did not need to do any of that. New. Call this one neck face. Add, this time I definitely want a rustic wood. Oh, the rustic wood is no longer there because I only selected wood rings. Alright, file. Why can't I append? It's because it's because I'm in edit mode. Rustic wood, append, add that group. Put it in the base color. Also, texture coordinates. Oh no, input, texture coordinates, have it as generated. Is that too dense? I think that... It's hard to say because like these parts of the guitars often are very dense. It's definitely not dark enough though, and too saturated. Oh, no. Turn the value down a bit. Oof, that is actually a very nice grain, that. add the normal. Come on, load. Load, you stupid machine. Ah, there we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, this is looking great. This is looking great. Okay. Now, time for a second wood material. This one is going... What I'm gonna do for that, actually, I'm gonna select this edge loop. Gonna go out of subdivide mode, so it takes long, or so it's quicker to load everything. And then I'm gonna do some... Need to learn the bass. They're not that... A bass isn't too hard to learn, it's just a matter of learning how to move your fingers in separately from each other. And it's... Growing up, there was a lot of like me wanting to go into guitar lessons and stuff, but ultimately I've just learned, you know what, in this day and age, you do not need guitar lessons. The internet is the best teacher. The internet and your own will. That's all you need. Internet and will. Now, there is one issue with that. You might not find all the information you need easily. You might have to look around a bit to find it, but when you do find it and you know where to look, that's everything you need. I don't own one either. I recently did look into buying one. Let's make seams of that so that I can just go... Hey, hang on a bit. That's not what I wanted. No. I wanted to be able to... Oh, right. Silly me. Edge, mark, seam. Are you kidding me right now? It worked before. Why aren't you working now? Huh. You can get one for decent prices. I reckon the cheapest you'd be able to get is maybe about 150. But you really don't want to get any underneath the £100 or $100 mark, because those ones break very easily. And they go out of tune so fast. So what, you got a keyboard then? Oh, now you do it. Stupid machine. Or stupid software. Let's assign this to a new texture. We'll call this one neck body. And for this, I think we'll add the wood rings. Oh dear. I did two options at once and now it's slowed down Blender. Oh, funky bass. I love a bit of funk on the bass. I need to learn how to do that. That's something I don't know how to do. Huh. What did I want? I wanted texture coordinates. Stick it on generated. Blender's dead. No, it's alive now, but it keeps dying. It keeps dying and coming back to life. Now, for starters, that is definitely way too pale. Aha. Oh, sorry, not way too pale, way too dark. Now, do I want to change the color of this grain to a more white grain? I think I might do. Also, don't forget the normal. I'm pretty sure, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure. I need to pull out my guitar. Hang on, bear with me for a moment. I need to look at some reference. Got it. Yep, my suspicions have been confirmed. There is indeed an extra coat on the outside of this. Now this inner coat, I'm gonna have to turn its specular to 0 from the on the in. Okay, that might not be what I wanted. Maybe a little bit of specular. 0.1? Yeah, I think that'll do. Also, reduce this one's strength to 0.05 maybe? 0.05 be enough? Because I think even this is a little bit too deep. What's the strength on this one's bump? Yeah, 0.06. Let's change that to 5. Lay some notes for us. I was just looking at it so I can get some idea on how the neck looks. Now, shall I change this to a white grain that matches the body better? I feel like I should. Yeah. I want this texture. Why? Oh. What are you doing over there? And copy that one. Nope. This has been 82 minutes. Ah, I made some decent progress in that. I made a decent amount of progress. Normally I've made far less progress by this point. Anyways, add a shader. No, I want to add mapping so I can change the grain direction. If Blender loads, it wants to die. And let's... No, not that way. Not that way either. That's better. Actually, yeah, that position's good. Oh yeah, the stream's still got a while longer yet. Oh, it'll never have permission to die. When it finally finishes what I want it to do, then it has. I'm not saying that. That reference is done way too often. Anyway, clear coat for this one. Go. Oh wait. That was not. That was the clear coat for the body. Oops. Yeah, don't want to lose that. Don't lose that shine. Clear coat for this one. Set that to 1. Come on. There we go. Give it a little bit more roughness. About 0.1. Yeah. Also, I realise this isn't as rough as I left it. Now, there is one more texture I want to put on the neck. I want to put like my channel's initials on the top here, but first I need to design one. So first I should do that. I'll save it here. Now what color should this guard be? Huh. I'm going to start off with the metallics first. I'll make this one iron or steel or aluminium, whatever material I'd imagine they use aluminium. Of course bronze, but this one. Oh, you mean the color of the guard? Ah. Honestly, who be me? First off, I need my metal colors. Append. Where's my metals? I believe they were in here. Metal colors, there they are. And a group, metal colors. Do you have aluminium? We have aluminium. Set metallic to 1. And roughness to 0 for now. Oh, that's a mirror shine. You can see gravel. Look. I think that's too shiny. Little bit of roughness. Make a clay guitar. Is that a specific type of guitar that I'm unaware of? Might be. Save this one. Aluminium. And we'll make this aluminium. Point 3, you think? Sure, let's try 0.3. I think that's too. I think 0.3 is too rough. I want at least a little bit of reflectiveness on it. Let's try 0.1. 0.2 maybe? I think 0.2, maybe between 0.1 and 0.2. Let's go 1.5. Oh, 0.15. I think that's a decent spot actually. 0.15. Alright, so that's the aluminium back there. And now time for some bronze. Now how do I make the color bronze? Because I don't think I have a bronze metal. Add color, group metal colors. I've got copper. I've also got tin. Maybe if I mix them together I can do a bronze color. Alright, color, mix RGB, copper, tin. Of course, make it metallic. 1. Say the roughness to 0.15 again. Yeah, that looks like bronze. Actually worked. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that worked. What if I made it more of a gold color? Switch it to gold. Nah, I think bronze works better. Yeah. This actually, I think I know a way to improve this. Add a bit of tint. Where's tint? 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 Sheen tint? Right, what if I go all the way to tin? All the way to tin. Bit lame. Say about 0.15. What was the percentage? Goldenish. Strings are typically made of bronze, actually. Bronze is a very common color, like nickel plate. I've got nickel. I can make them nickel plated. Where's the nickel? Tin, platinum, cobalt, titanium, nickel. I can make them made of nickel, because that's a very common material for strings. Bronze. Alright, all of these are bronze now. And that's bronze. That's bronze. I'm not sure if this is the right kind of bronze though. I feel like... I think brass is actually what I'm thinking of. What's brass made of? Let's look up brass. B-R-A-S-S. Composition. What's the composition of brass? Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Do I have zinc in here? I do not have zinc. Alright, let's look up hex value of color of zinc. The color code. The color of zinc. You can find this place in many. You can find this information in many places. You got silver, sand. What? Pastel blue. Huh? I want to know the colors of metals, not sand. Is there a difference between Chinese silver and normal silver, or is this? This is a paint website. No, encyclopedia. What on earth? Alright. Let's go in here and see if we can't add zinc. Add input RGB. Paste this hexadecimal code. Is this zinc? BAC4CA. The hexadecimal color code is light shade of cyan. In RGB color mode, comprised of 72.94% red, 76.86% green, and 78.43% blue. In the HSL color space, maybe I should just look up the hexadecimal value of brass. Because I don't know if the fact that it's an alloy changes anything. Brass is quite a deep yellow. Let's change the name of that to... No. Brass. Okay, get out of that. Now let's just put brass in there. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Ah. Ugh. Ugh. Ew. That is... Okay. .1. You can't get like a 0.1. It is pretty much just 0. Whatever. I've got to. Okay, I've got to saturate this a bit, I think. That seems better. Yeah, that looks more like brass. Maybe a little darker. That might do it. Where did the... How did I get down there? Also, I call this bronze now. I need to change that to brass. No, making it darker isn't working. Yeah, that looks more like brass now. In the reflection it looks green. And that's because it's got a green, there's a sort of green, what do you call it? Thing. Wonder what these are made of. I don't really know the materials of all the stuff. I'm going to assume that's aluminium. Mind you. Although these surfaces are very rough, so aluminium rough. No, that's not what I wanted. Where's the... There it is. I swear these node trees are very separate. Let's make it about 0.5% rough. It was 1 minute ago. What? 1 minute ago. It's still going. I'm on, how long is it? How long has it been now? 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. I typically do it for two hours? You probably... I don't know if you know that. You might do. Anyway, now that's done. Time for these bits. Now, these bits would absolutely not be made of aluminium. In fact, these ones shall be brass too. Brass... Brass? Everything. Everything is made of brass. Ha. I feel like I should change the reflective background into something that isn't as green, because that green background, it's making things difficult to see. Sometimes 1 hour. 1 hour? Have I done a 1 hour stream? Might have done maybe once or twice. I don't recall doing a 1 hour stream. I think there was one time where, like, I tried to stream, but then that day I just really wasn't in it. Do you have a room background? I do have a room background. I just do not know how to change the background of the live renderer. Let's have a look in here. Oh. Ah, they've got options. I made everything look red. How about this one? I think that's more representative. How about this one? That makes everything blue. A field, a dark room, dawn, whatever this is, the woodlands that I was using. How about this one? This one, I think this is the best one, although it's very pale. The HDRI is now an outdoor scene. Okay. Let's do this now. Gonna have to do a new texture on this. And this one's just gonna be a black plastic, so new neck plastic. Don't really need to add anything special, just make it dark. Or a bit darker than that. Reduce the roughness a little bit, about 0.3. Oh boy, something coming up here. The woods are default, as I know. Yeah, the woods are default. But I've changed it to a street. And that'll do for that. Time for these. I believe these are made of... What are the frets of a guitar made of? Nickel, maybe? They seem like they're made of nickel. I'll call this nickel. Add texture, nope, group, metals. Make it a nickel, set metallic to 1. I want to keep the roughness high though, because these have a pretty strong roughness, the frets. Save often, save always. Huh. I'm not sure about these being bronze. I might be losing faith in them, or losing the punch in these being bronze. I might be fine with them being like aluminium. Or would they actually be made of steel? They might actually be made of steel. Does this look better? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think I need to give this thing more color before I decide. I'll keep it as brass for now. WDM? I'm stuck in... You're stuck in the stream? How? It's like you can't leave? Is YouTube not responding? I think I need to give this thing more color first before I decide. Because yeah, too white, yeah, you're not wrong there. It needs to have a variety in color. I'll make this the same as the neck plastic. And as for this... You're free! Hooray! YouTube does that. No, I swear, Google are incompetent at programming nowadays. However, the screws... These shall be made of brass. Okay, just a few more things left. Then I'll try and texture the strings. IRLT is? Oh, it. I'm confused for a moment there. Now, what should I do for the guard? For these screws, though, I'll make them brass again. You can never have enough brass. Shall I keep it as white, like a nice, sort of like a reflective white? Reduce that to like 0.2 roughness. Maybe 0.1.15. Let's go almost at 1.5. Actually, yeah, that might... Let's at least try it at black. Actually, why am I making the screws aluminium? You would never make a screw out of aluminium. That is the dumbest idea. Steel. This is retracted? What the hell happened? Did you... Ah, you're timing me down again? Jesus! Stop putting pressure on me like this. Huh. I'm a bit iffy on the black. I'm a bit iffy on the black. What if I... Let's turn off the subdivide. You think I'm wrong? All right. How could I don't know. Brass or steel. I don't know. I feel like I really need to give this thing more color before I can actually make an accurate assessment. Why am I doing this? I'm trying. What I want to do is I want to see if I can create like a white line around this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these faces, insert a face, and then insert another face, and use that as a means to add another texture. It's just a test. Let's see how we'll see how it looks. It might look terrible. It might look great. It might look meh. Let's have a look-see. Alright, that. And that. Any... Oh! I hate it when that happens. Let's just do a very narrow one. Oh, hang on. There's a face unselected. Any other faces unselected? Right there. Okay, that. And that. Okay, any faces crossing with each other? A little bit right there. Okay, fix that. Okay, good. Now if I turn this on, get that. No wait, that's not the ones I want to select. Select that one, that one. Nope. So also select that and that. Set the crease to 1. And oh, what is going on over here? Okay, I can. I'll keep pressing that. Is this the one? I can't tell. There's a screw in the way. Yes, that's the one. All right, and then what I do, I select this, add a new material, make this one white, assign it, like that. That's what I wanted to do. What do you think? Might look good. It's experimentation. It might look good, it might look bad. Who cares until you do it? I think that's It's not bad. I think that works out decently. I kind of like that. Yeah. All right. You give it a meh. Ah. I actually kind of like it. I'm still debating between the material of the screws. Logically, you'd assume them to be made of steel. Where did the steel go? There it is. Yeah, of course. There usually is a delay. Sometimes if you reset it, you might catch up, but how much? I couldn't tell you. what about this? Shall this be made of aluminium or brass? I don't know if these ever get changed. Actually, I think they're good for... Actually, brass is good. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. Well, there's a few things you gotta consider. Chat updates late, then there's the time for it to reach me, then there's the time for me to reply to it, and then the time for the time for my stream to be sent to YouTube servers, which can be anywhere from like 10 seconds to sometimes an entire minute. Hell, I've seen some people have streams like delays of like 5-10 minutes. Especially with recently, with so many people streaming, their buffers just aren't up to the challenge right now. I'm gonna make these brass, but I'm gonna make these like a sort of plastic. Hang on, you know I haven't done it well. Save often, save always. 9 minutes. You might want to refresh your stream, mate. You know, I'm actually kind of determined to finish the texturing by the end of this stream. Or the materials, not the texturing. There was a little bit of texturing. Okay, new. Call this one knob plastic. Maybe my connection is fast. I don't know who's closer, but yeah, if it's a 9-minute delay, you might want to refresh your stream. Then again, that's your choice. Yeah, that's how much. Oh, was that how much time I have left? Misinterpret. My bad. Misinterpret. 9 minutes left. Stop counting me down. You're confusing me. You can do what you like. Alright, alright, alright. Assign. Make a nice dark color. Maybe a bit darker than that. I'd say too much roughness. Or, yeah. About there. Now look at that. Ain't that a hot base? Whew. I'd play that. I'd play that. My free time streaming. Oh dear God. Oh dear Lord. Oh no. Get the countdown music going. There's still a few more things left to do. There's these, which require 2 materials. First off, I shall color this as brass again. Oh, Blender's starting to chug along. Then select all of this. New. Sign that. Make this aluminium. Although I guess they'd make. Actually, I guess they wouldn't make these out of aluminium because aluminium would snap easily under high tension. So I'll make it nickel. And time for the strings. Now the strings will require a little bit of texturing. As you see, I did the UV earlier. Start sweating. Oh no! I tell you what, no kidding. It's hot today. Boy, I'm sweating is an understatement. I'm sweltering. Okay, let's go to the UV edit. Actually, do I need to go in UV editor? Probably not, but I'm in there now, so it's go down here. New. I will call this one string. String. 6 minutes. It's used for planes. I know it's used for planes. Like aluminium, like you gotta know, like in these though, it's very thin. Aluminium, very thin, breaks easily. When it's thick, it's much harder to bend. But when it's thin, like a string, it will. This kind of tension would snap it. But a thick chunk of aluminium, yeah, it's pretty damn strong. It's harder than gold, that's for certain. But it's weak enough that if it was like to be used as a guitar string, it would snap pretty easily. I don't really know the materials. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. Maybe they actually do use aluminium. What did I want to do? I wanted to add texture coordinates and a mapping. Plug UV into that. Plug UV into that, and then add a wave texture. Plug it in there. Put it in there. Minecraft called it butter. Why does everyone call it butter? I always thought I was the only one who called it butter. But then after a while it turned out loads of people called it butter. Anyway, let's make the coils now. Okay, good. Coiling. Except I don't want to use this as color, I want to use this as a bump map. So first what I'm going to do, I am going to add in the color a curve. So that I can make that a little tighter. Then I'm going to add a bump. Plug this into height. Plug this into normal. Now it's probably going to be pretty strong. Actually, you know, I'll leave it like that. Then I'm going to add the metal color. Ooh, no metal colors. I'm going to make these strings out of nickel. And then I can copy it. Oh, that was brass. Fool! What a fool I am. What just happened? What did I press? I'm on animation for some reason. I'm on animation for some reason. That, fortunately, that didn't... Yeah. Maybe you're the one who started the gold equals butter king thing. I don't know. I just called it butter armor because it was weak. Not because it looked like butter, which I think was why many people called it that. I just called it that because damn stuff was weak. And finally, oh, and don't forget, make this metallic, because it is a metal in the end. Oh dear, blender's chugging. Is this what nickel looks like? Is this actually what nickel looks like? Or did I screw up with my nickel? Which one's nickel? That one. I guess it is. Nickel looks like almost like brass. But oh well. Anything else? Those bumps really do mess with the texturing a little bit. all the strings go through. Hmm. You know, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this to a brass rough. Move brass there. Does that look? Brass. Actually, let's leave it on aluminium. Oh no, yeah, something's oh, 0 seconds. I'm over stream. I'll go a bit over. I'll try and iron this out. Like anything I can do to help just improve it a bit. Say there's a little room for improvement. But where shall that improvement be? I mean, it's looking pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking the colors. I love the white on brass look. With some black, white, brass and black. It's all lovely. Maybe that's what these are actually made of. They're not made of brass, they're made of nickel. But I don't know. 10 seconds? Are you behind? I'm like on 2 hours 3 minutes. Any way I can improve it. I mean, I don't know if I want to improve it. I might actually be quite happy with how it looks right here. I've got to do, and now that I've got this set up, I've got to do like a render and change the thumbnail to this, or to this thing rather than my Les Paul. But hell, I'm liking it. I'm liking this guitar. There is one more detail I want to do. I want to add a my channel's initials on the top here, CBW. Also got to I should turn this on to smooth that. I want to add CBW up here. What do you think? Got the strings set up and they coil around properly. Strings might, or the coils might do with being thicker. Angry that I'm over time. You don't want to incur the wrath of Miles. Trust me. Oh. Finish up quickly. I don't really know if there's any place where I think I want to improve it. I think I am actually happy with this. What do you guys think? Huh? I think it's a pretty nice looking bass. Yeah. This has been fun. I'm actually surprised I got this all done today. Just modeled a string, did a little bit of editing here and there, but now I've got all the textures down. Save often, save always. Yeah. You know what? I'm happy with it. So I'm going to call the stream here at 2 hours 5 minutes. 5 minutes over. Miles is going to kill me. Anyway, thank you all for watching, everybody. Thank you for those in the chat for joining in. And thank you for those watching the after, or the replay. You know, just thank you, everybody. Ta-ra. And always remember to cook before watching. Take care. Ta-ra.